U.S. History Week 11. I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. Make sure you are checking your grades and looking for comments from me. For this week, I want you to start with the goals page, read over the vocab, and do the discussion. Then I need you to learn about the robber barons of the Reconstruction. On Wednesday, if you're coming to campus, make sure you're there a little bit before 8:45 so you can start with your CMAS testing. And everyone else, you can jump ahead to day 4. On Thursday, learn about the regulations of Reconstruction. On Friday, take the weekly quiz and create your advertisement. Also, somewhere in there, let's not forget to record the discussion. Alright, so let's take a look at what this week looks like. Do that by clicking on Materials, scrolling down to Course Content. Excuse me. Reconstruction Unit 4, 4-4, week 11. Read over the goals. See what you'll be learning about this week. Starting with big business and day 1. So some vocabulary terms. And then we're going to look at the industrialization of the U.S. So this week we're talking a lot about inventions, technology, and business. So to get those wheels spinning, let's take a moment and think about your favorite invention. What is it? How would your life be different without it? And then since there's so many topics to choose from, answer in a way that is different from anyone else's answers. So don't choose something somebody else wrote. When you respond to others, please explain why you like it or do not like it, and how it has impacted your life in other ways than what was mentioned, and how you think this product has changed the world. In your replies, remember to add to this discussion, don't just repeat what they said. So, look over the rubric to see how you will be graded, and then make your post. And then move on to day 2, where you'll read about John D. Rockefeller, Andrew Carnegie, and J.P. Morgan, as well as watch some videos. And then move on to day 3 or 4, 3 and or 4. Again, we got a John Green video based on the American economy. Some things to listen for while you are watching the video. And then a video on big business. And where was the government? And President Roosevelt at the time. This little part of Reconstruction. And then your assignment for the week. Oh, don't forget to take the quiz. After the quiz, you need to make an advertisement. So what you need to do is the from the 1800s, and you're going to try and create an advertisement campaign. So how does someone know what to invent? Sometimes coming up with or detecting the idea is the hardest part for an inventor. Usually inventors created inventions to help solve a problem. Meat, for example, from cows was often spoiled as it was transported by train in the summer months from the plain states. How can this problem be solved? An invention was made. Refrigerated railcars. Advertising for a new invention. For this assignment, you are an advertising executive and need to sell one of the new inventions of the late 1800s. You must come up with a creative advertising campaign to get the word out and sell new technology. Today we have internet, TV, radio advertising. That was not the case in the 1800s. But for the purposes of this assignment, we might stretch history a little bit. So step 1 is to pick your invention. Take a look at the list of patent applications on these websites, or Zoom School, or About.com, or even Google it. There are several pages. Be sure you click through them until you find an interesting topic. Choose an invention with an application date somewhere between 1860 and 1900. And then what problem does your invention solve? In a paragraph of at least 5 sentences, discuss the problem the invention solves and explain how it will make life easier for your potential customers. You may need to do a little research to figure that out. Then create your advertisement to sell your invitation. That will be worth 30 points. You can design a billboard, even though these weren't around in the 1800s. You can design an advertisement for a newspaper, or you can make a video, podcast vine, or song for your product. Or you can come up with your own creative advertising technique to sell your product. Your advertisement must include the name of your product, the address, or you must address the problem your product solves. You need to explain how your product works. You need to come up with a creative slogan or picture or presentation to sell your product. Something to look at. Tell me who your target audience is and where in the country you might do the advertising, because you probably don't want to sell ice to people in Alaska, but you might want to sell it to people in Texas. All right, have fun with this. Remember, 15 of the 30 points, or half of the award, will be for presentation, how well you present and sell your product in the ad. Then you can click next when it's complete and submit your advertisement to the Dropbox. Again, there's a reminder of what I will be looking for. And then day 5, just kind of still looking at what was this week and what is coming up next. Alright, if you have any questions, please be sure to email me or call me. If you're coming to campus for the testing, I will see you on Wednesday. Otherwise, have a great week.